Everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. Slowly regaining a little bit of confidence. Yo, both like A minus, A plus. I actually think the stopwatch is really good. We're gonna, by necessity almost, we're gonna take this path. We have to go through 2 fights while having a curse. What curse was it? I didn't even look. Ah, pain. AKA, like, the worst of all curses. Whatever. We're gonna lose a little bit of HP, but that's what Burning Blood is for. Stopwatch gives us such absurd draw. I definitely cannot do 27 damage to you, so we're gonna hope to draw 3 strikes on this turn. Thank you, Stopwatch, for making it plausible. And painful fight, but that's okay. Give me a Carnage for sure. Thanks, I hate it. Gonna take another 8, plus probably drawing Pain. But you are gonna be dead next turn for certain. So we lost a lot of HP, basically for getting Stopwatch via Pain. You got it. I don't even have to look. It doesn't matter what boss we fight. Whirlwind has to be taken earlier in order to deal with the floor fights. So now we finally get to rid ourselves of Pain. There's no card that is better than getting rid of Pain will help us. As for the other cards, we can really only afford Sword Boomerang there, which doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Give me the gold. Well, it's been a fun run. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I never should have done this, obviously. But I do stand by my decision-making process. What do I mean by that idiotic statement? Yeah, we're dead. I mean, I think that we kind of had to go for broke. And I mean, on Ascension 20, if you're not going to leverage your risk for potential reward on Ascension 20, what are you going to do? It's idiotic to look at like a question mark in the early game and be like, you know, well, I'm not going to risk anything on this. I have a half-decent relic. Just doesn't make sense. So we're going to atone for that. I mean, it was a mistake in hindsight for sure. I would never defend that. Ooh, they're all takeable, but Flame Barrier at the uncommon level is probably the best. And there you go. That's what you're looking for. Bag of prep on the cheap. Not going to take the curse. Thank you for not being combat. In hindsight, should have taken the curse, but whatever. How are we to know? We are going to get a free elite out of this. Take a Twin Strike. I don't think it's very good, but I think any kind of extra offense is advantageous. You gotta take the guaranteed elite fight. Very foolish not to. Alright, Bag of Marbles. I got no problems with that. And we'll take an Evolve to hopefully finesse this elite fight up here. I'm pleased with this so far. I also think that Flame Barrier gives us really good chances against the boss. Get out of here with that fire breathing. I don't want to see it. Headbutt bringing back Flame Barrier is a good potential use case for us. We're going to dodge the shop now that we have Maw Bank. Maybe we could spin that into something more advantageous later. Flame Barrier also does extremely well against the boss. I think I mentioned that already, but let's do it again for no reason. So 6 damage, 4/4. It's 14. Will not kill you. You know what? I'm not willing to use the fire potion on you. We're going to be 3 HP down. I'd rather save the fire potion, even with the existence of a block potion. So we took a cleave. Sorry, we took a disarm for what I would describe as very sensible anti-boss tech. And I think that... Excuse me. Am I losing it, or has disarm been nerfed? I actually think I'm losing it, now that I think about it for 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure that this is always how disarm has been. 4 turns of vulnerability. This is our chance to shine. Honestly, bring back Flame Barrier. Us taking 4 damage per turn. I know this is a very slow way to kill him, but disarm was the right play there, and I'll stand by that. 4 more turns of vulnerability. He's only doing 17 damage. Toss one of those bad boys out there. I will fire potion this guy without a doubt. If we have to. I think we should. That was a very surprising fight. Vira's very nice. I think you could take 1 perfected strike for some kind of damage potential here, essentially. We already added a twin strike to the deck as well, so I think this is okay. I recognize that the strength we could have gotten from burns via rupture is pretty good, but you know, we're also going to be adding blocks here without a doubt, so I think that Juggernaut was worth a little bit more. Evolve is very, very good here, and let's keep this vulnerability going. I mean, this is 12 damage. It's just very hard to justify it. I guess a block probably would have been better, because then we would have taken less damage, and also on top of that, we have the Juggernaut damage. I mean, he's almost dead. Why am I stressing out about like, the exact optimal way to handle this fight? It seems a little bit unnecessary, but we got to do, like, 24 damage to you on this turn. It will not happen, but... Actually, it will happen, but via ulterior means. Okay. Out of these are not what I would consider high-quality choices, but what do I know? I'll take a bludgeon. I'll try to swing it. And Busted Crown is definitely our choice here. So we're rushing a little bit, but the first floor went very well. Let's slow it down. I mean, I would love to hit, like, this shop. We might as well defend. Because to level with you, we're basically just waiting for a flame barrier to come around. And then hopefully they would attack as well. You actually won't die on the flame barrier, but you're going to be like, you will never do damage again. You're going to definitely die. Actually, you're going to die as well. This was the right way to handle this. We kind of got saved. 65 HP is okay. Do we need a cleave? I think we should take a cleave, actually. I will pay 85 gold for a relic. Doesn't ruin my bank. Relic is tiny chest. Dude, fine by me. I will choose a card to add to our deck. What do we need? More good defense would be a big start. But, you know, I don't really love any of these except Whirlwind and Uppercut. I'm going to take the Whirlwind for a little bit more AoE potential. We're only at 20 cards. Very, very early here. So this is actually 9 damage done to all enemies. It's not my favorite use of a potion. In fact, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I think we could have done substantially better than that. But this man is not taking my gold, I'll tell you that much. 62 gold. I have become a little bit unconvinced by Clothesline. I will take Jax. I think gaining the strength is actually extremely valuable for us here. Now, what do we upgrade? We got targets for sure. I definitely think a Whirlwind is up there. I'm going to start Jax, but Whirlwind is probably a close second. Especially if we can get like a Chemical X or something like that. This is 46 damage just by itself. So what I would like to do, because I know that there's AoE potential, is something like that. So you stay vulnerable, you become our next target. Hopefully we draw a Cleave or a Whirlwind. Cough, cough. Makes it a little bit more plausible, but you know what? We can draw both of them on this turn. Alright, it's not a big deal. Well, 36 damage or 28. Tough choice. Well, we'll end up taking 11 damage, but, you know, it's kind of the benefit, I guess, of being the Ironclad is that it's not that destructive. We're about to hit that shop that we've been waiting for quite some time. You are going to think that I have lost my mind. We're playing Flame Barrier just so that we can bring it back. And it turns out that did not need to be done. Whirlwind wouldn't have even hit through his block. So I'm not going to say what we did was the right decision, but if it was wrong, it wasn't wrong by much. Alright, 54 HP. Certainly don't think we need a War Cry. Treasure is Magic Flower, which is insanely great. You know what? Let's dodge this to get to this one. Should allow us... Oh my god, we even got treasure out of it. Bronze Scales might not be exactly what I'm looking for, but still. We've had a very strong floor here, and if this is the end of Mob Bank, this is the end of Mob Bank. It's done good stuff for us. So what do we want? We'll start obvious. Molten Egg is pretty great. Juggernaut, I don't see it. Not yet. I do definitely see a Shrug It Off. Even though it only hits Disarm right now, I think that a Spoon opens up some avenues for us. And then I'm also gonna remove a Basic Strike. I know it makes Perfected Strike worse. And I'm gonna pick up an Attack Potion as well. So that was I mean, we spent a lot on that shop, no doubt about it. But I think it's worth it. So this is like 13 damage times 4. 52. This is 49 plus another 9. Plus I'm going to throw in another attack on top of it. And we're just going to do Perfected Strike there. I don't want this guy to get out in front of me is the gist of it. You're lucky, because I was going to toast you with the potion, but instead you got to live for one more turn. Maybe not so lucky in hindsight. Do we need a Thunderclap? A cheap vulnerability enabler, it seems actually pretty nice. So we're bringing Cleave back. That's very nice. I do want you to be killed. I think you're less important to kill than the Chosen right out of the gate. Whirlwind or Cleave? Well, I mean... No, we still have to play this for 4, so I think it's the right time to get it out. If we have to use a Fire Potion to kill this enemy, that's my dream come true, to be honest with you. To be able to use a Fire Potion to kill them would be a privilege. Luckily, we don't have to. We got pretty lucky there. Hemokinesis... I don't see it. Not with Jax available as well. What's our next upgrade? I mean, 10 extra damage out of Bludgeon has got me interested for sure. So we have to be... We do have AoE, which is very nice, but we have to find a way to deal a lot of damage to this guy. Unfortunately, I do think you play Bash. And I do mean unfortunately. Because we'd really prefer to have our higher damage single target attacks there. So be it, though. So do you focus this guy? Nah, I think you gotta do a little bit of AoE. But in contrast to what you might think, I think you're actually... Well, Twin Strike would have been, like, demonstrably better there. But my theory is basically you're just waiting to draw a Cleaver or Whirlwind. So don't sweat it too much yet. I don't think we're going to need Flame Barrier next turn. Dude, straight up, I hate it. But I think I made a mistake earlier. And also, Whirlwind and Cleave apparently, or maybe we had Whirlwind earlier and I didn't notice. Apparently they're heavy cards. Yo, that's pretty nice to get Spoon to hit Disarm. I do worry about his big attacks. Man, we would love to be able to hold on to Whirlwind. He's in a dangerous spot already. 42 damage coming out. It's a great turn to have that. I do think that, you know, things are going to be real tight here. That's not meant to be brazen. I think that's the way you have to do it. And, like, this is the only way that we're gonna... we're dead. Close to not being dead, but dead nonetheless. Man! Oh, we were knocking! We were knocking! Let's try again. Maybe a little too bold there, not enough defense. Random rare is... Absolutely. What do we get, or what do we want now that we have a random rare? I actually think a late shop target is a wise call. Because if we can get a mummified hand or something along those lines, we're in a good spot. If we can get the ability to put Demon Form in our starting hand, that's a good start as well. Please draw 3 strikes. Bash and strike will also work, albeit just barely. So... I'll take a pommel, just for offense, but I am singularly focused on trying to find a way to play Demon Form. Demon Form it's a blessing and a curse, right? Like, just having it gives us the ability to gain 2 strength per turn. I mean, that's what it says on the tin, but also, like, it's unbelievably good in its own right. It means that we should have, you know, assuming we can build up the defense necessary, we have no problems killing any bosses. Certainly a Whirlwind works very well here as well. I'm not even going to pay you for a heal. I believe. That in and of itself making the elite fight better, or easier I should say, I think it's worth something. Are we going to rest before the elite fight? That's probably a wise decision. Want that AoE. Give me a rest here, just to make the elite fight a little bit more easy. But I love the tiny elites, dude. I think he just Whirlwind this poor boy. Now, can we do 22 damage to him next turn? Is unlikely. Can we do 10 damage to him on the turn after that? Oh, it's extremely likely. So we probably actually could have gotten away with playing a defend, but that's pretty okay. We got Strawberry for even more heal. Should be using our potions as well. Pummel combined with Demon Form is very good. Juzu Bracelet is nice, and then another treasure. Tiny Chest, okay. Question marks are highly valuable. I'm actually going to upgrade Whirlwind first, because I think we have a good chance to fight the obelisks. We could also dodge him. Thank God. As you're well aware, I would probably rather not dodge them. I would rather get the rewards if possible, but we are a touchy spot on HP slightly. Definitely think an uppercut works well, even though the deck's getting a little expensive. Okay, these are the enemies we wanted to fight. So I would say for now, we should consider ourselves pretty lucky. And they're already on a timer, but if we draw a whirlwind early, it's even better. So there's 24 damage done to all, which actually kills them all thanks to Combust. Anchor. Probably not the card we would have considered most important, but still. For the relic, I should say, that we'd consider most important. But it was still basically a free elite fight. I would rather do 8 damage with Whirlwind because it doesn't exhaust. And, you know, Pummel, we could use it for other nefarious purposes later. We're going to have to rest before the slime fight. I'm not overly concerned. I think this is definitely a demon form situation. If we can play demon form early against the slime, life is but a dream. We can take one big hit. That went very well. And still come out of it, you know, feeling like it's a dream scenario. Do we want a slime against the boss? I don't think we're going to need one. Or not a slime, sorry, an exhaust. Or an evolve. I'm gonna gamble and say that we don't need a rest. I'm gonna rely on our fear potion and hopefully an early demon form to carry us. Yo, okay. It's extremely good. What do? Double tap vulnerability. Now, I will take one big hit, assuming we'll live. Yes, I could hit you for more. But remember, we can take some turns off here. So I think just that blocks a little. It also extends the vulnerability. We can wait one more turn and then absolutely crush him. So what we want to do, we do want to hit him. We just don't want to split him. So one hit is fine. And then don't draw slimes. Draw something huge. Pummel is actually pretty huge here. Yeah, that was the right way to handle that fight. Okay, I do think you take Offering to give you the energy required to play Demon Form if you don't get an energy relic. And you know what? Immediately following this, screw it, dude. I'm going Snecko Eye. The use case of getting a cheap Demon Form. It cannot be passed up. Now, I don't really love the idea of, you know, a 3-cost Offering. Seems pretty terrible. I think I'm just going to hit you for 24. I don't like taking 11 damage, but there's your free demon form, but don't get too cocky about it yet. Doesn't really do much for us, I guess. In order for this to pop, I absolutely, on top of what we've already got going on, I want to see a Reaper. We need a little bit more sustenance. I think is fair and also abundant. And cheap demon forms plus Reaper can get us there. I will take a Shrug, not because it's cheap, but because we need it nonetheless. Dude, I have to fight you. I don't want to. I want that to be known. I'm doing this under duress. Who gets vulnerable? You get vulnerable. Just to make sure you die. Four decks down is extremely awful. But we do only have one enemy remaining. I mean, this is technically... It's probably, like, shy of an elite fight, but not by that much. You're really gonna... I guess I'm taking 17 damage. This actually didn't go as well as I assumed that it basically had to based on how things went at the start, but at least we get Red Mask. A Heavy Blade is an expensive card that could be made cheaper via our existence. Oddly Smooth Stone gives us a benefit, of course. Can't afford to lose any HP in advance of a fight. Decay is a bummer, but it actually will not affect us that much on turn 1. Right, we only have 3 energy, you don't have 4 energy. Yikes. Probably still the way we would have played it, but maybe not so gleefully. I would prefer to not play an offering, just because HP is a little dangerous. Or losing HP is a little dangerous, I should say. Really don't want to take 18 damage either. Try to throw one of these in there just to help keep us alive, but this is looking real bad. We're dead. We're alive. You're not dead. We're gonna live with 3 HP as of the present moment. Easy money. We're back to 9 HP. What was I complaining about? Give me another uppercut. And then rest me. Like a H-box Jigglypuff. Give me the rest. You are going to think that I have lost my mind. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not sure I haven't. I don't think we play Combust. But I think I might actually go for an elite fight. What reasoning or methodology could I conceivably have for this terrible idea? We have easier elites. Hold on. 18 damage times. That's really good. We have easier elites because of Preserved Insect. And at this point, you ever hear the expression, if you're going through heck, keep going? But if we fight this elite, we have to fight the big one as well. So, no, that's... I mean, it was probably a dumb idea to begin with. But I think it's, like, definitely a dumb idea now. Very simply, if this guy can die early... I mean, I don't want to have to fight the cultist as the cultist gets stronger and stronger. But... being able to kill the Chosen is also pretty advantageous. Let's see if we've made the wrong decision here. You definitely will play a defend for free. Play this for 2. Take 5 damage. I'm not offering in this situation. Yeah, that was maybe unwise. I'm relying on Combust to make up the difference for us here, but the difference might be our lives. Thankfully, you are deceased. Will not take any of those. Bottled Tornado into a demon form. I hate to say it, but you know I'm searching my feelings right now. And I'm seeing potential success. I'm going to try an offering here. And that's potentially highly unadvisable, but... when I say high probability of success, by the way, please don't believe his lies. AKA my lies. I would like to let you live for one more turn. Ideally, we could just, like, double tap Whirlwind both of you. But that's, I mean, obviously not sensible. Are we dead? Can I kill you? 36 damage. You're at 77. So this will be 36 plus 15 plus, you know what? Whoever got to the top of the pops by doing mathematics. No! Well, thanks for watching. I suck. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Yikes, and see ya.